We wanted to get stoned. And so we waited. Patiently. We were silently staring deep into each other's brown eyes, waiting for the chemicals of courage to kick into our bodies, break down barriers of premeditated judgment, dilate our pupils wide enough to see the truth about change. And so we waited for the heavens to crack open, the trumpets to sound, and chariots of angels to descend on the sands, and bodies to disappear from clothed in or closed in a coffin, old bones breaking open wooden boxes and resurrecting like Lazarus. But all we got was rain. We were hoping for revolution, possibly an apocalypse, an apocalyptic tornado that switches the world on its axis. Angel Gabriel rising from the desert sands and pushing aside the moon and reading our names from the book of life. But all we got was rain. So our faith started to quiver. So like raindrops percolating on the tip of a red rose petal, waiting to drop, or a drag racer dressed in drag with his foot on the pedal, just waiting to pop. So we pop 3 pills of yes we can and waited for inspiration. Inspiration would not come, so we cut up our ear to see to see within. Like Vincent Van Gogh, we put it to our chest so we could paint the reflections of our conscience, the reflections of our souls. But our souls were black, cracked with guilt, a less colorful than starry night, and a starving night she was praying, hoping for UN food supplies to drop from the skies. But we want 17,000 more US troops wrapped in parachutes drop from the skies like matter from heaven. Do you believe in destiny? She asked me, with pupils wider than the age gap of Woody Allen and his bride. How couldn't you? She did not want to get stoned according to the regulations of Sharia law. So we waited in my mother's bathroom, holding hands, praying that the sounds of the flushing toilet and running shower would drown out the cries of the angry mob. There is nothing scarier than 7,000 youth yelling Allahu Akbar at the top of their lungs, penetrating through walls, cutting through concrete floors, waiting for those without sin to cast the first stone, and so they did. We didn't have to wait too long. This is not Islam, the mindless manipulation of mindset set in stone. This is not Christianity, the sharpening of blunt machetes and concrete floors. And so we waited, praying for a miracle from God, a whipping statue, a cloud by day, a pillar of fire by night, 2 fish, 5 loaves of bread. But all we got was a truckload of dead bodies being buried in a mass grave. And so we waited for AIG to kill Michael Jackson before we crowned him the innocent king of pop. And so we waited for the homeless fish with 1 broken black fin and a chronic case of cancer from the BP oil spill to find his voice and finish his sentence in English, finish French or Spanish, it doesn't matter. Just speak out and speak loud. We were hoping for revolution, possibly an apocalypse. We forgot that we are the apocalyptic tornado that switches the world on its axis, and so we wait.